I voted for the plaintiff. And my vote actually didn't have anything to do with the testimony of either of the parties. My vote was because of something the attorney said for the plaintiff, which was the responsibility of the defendant to ensure that his power did not leverage against the plaintiff. And that just kept weighing in my mind because this is a man who his living is making money. We all work, but his living is making money. He understands leverage and power and had a responsibility to ensure that his leverage did not cause any undue harm to the plaintiff.
And that's exactly why I voted for the defendant. In a down economy, saving $18,000 is a significant number, I would say. And I think the prosecution made too much effort to distract the whole case regarding or using the watch as a point of focus rather than the fact of defamation.
He presumed that Miss Wade stole his watch because it wasn't there when he came back. When cross-examined, he was unable to remember a lot of things, a lot of specific details. And when asked those questions, he says, I don't know, repeatedly. I don't know, I don't remember, I don't recall. He could have easily have failed to recall what he did with his watch. Being a person of Jewish descent, it's so unfair for people to label folks because of how they were born. He had no control of that. Yet if someone were to just make a wild assumption that Jews are blank, whatever you fill in the blank in any way you want to, if someone said Jews are blank, he would feel like that was an unfair attack on him because it's baseless. Oftentimes they don't know a person. They don't have any facts to support it. He had no facts to support his accusation. It was baseless, and it fell in the same category. And I just thought it was not disparaging remark to him, but it smacks of hypocrisy to just assume that because of a circumstance, I can infer that you took it because it's no longer here.
We can be totally convinced that we're right and be very wrong. And that happened to me while I was watching the play. I got totally convinced that I was right, and that this sort of minute legal detail that I wanted to talk about whether or not the defamation caused the financial harm, that was something I was thoroughly convinced that I was right about. And when I heard other people talking, I heard them talking from their emotions. I think it's wrong that this happened. I don't think that she stole it, and I think she deserves the money. And I heard this all coming from a very emotional place, and that only further secured my self-conviction that I was right about this legal detail. But then someone made a comment that totally threw that out of whack. And I was like, wait, maybe I'm wrong about this legal detail. And now not only am I going to be wrong about this legal detail, I'm also totally on the wrong side morally. And it was really scary to stand up when they asked who was supporting the defendant.